is a brief overview of my 3-day project. For this PVL, students will be given this scenario. Imagine if their only vehicle broke down. Then it would be given 2 options: to diagnose and repair the car or walk. A donated car will be provided for this project. The learning outcome for this project is that students will learn to diagnose and fix their vehicle if it breaks down. They will achieve the outcome through a 3-day sequence of events by isolating the problem through diagnostic methods, and finally, through the proper use of tools and equipment. The real-world application, or the reality of this project scenario, connects the fact that vehicle repairs can be costly and that money is hard to come by as a student. There may be times in life when they won't have the money to have the vehicle professionally repaired. Day 1, to diagnose the car as to why it doesn't start. We're going to use a couple different cars for this to break up the class a little bit. We're going to use an earlier car and a later car. The earlier car will have more simple things on it, like a distributor, simpler fuel injection or a carburetor, different things like that. The later car is going to have the ability to use a scan tool. First thing we'll do is check to make sure that the car has proper battery voltage so it actually will crank and start up. So once we eliminate that, we'll move on to the next thing and check to make sure it has fuel, and also to check making sure it has spark. So those are the few things on the earlier car. The other car that we'll check will be diagnosed with a scan tool, and we'll just see how all that works out. We're going to gather the data from the scan tool and by any other means that we had in terms of carburetor, distributor, ignition, isolate the problem, and come up with a plan to repair the cars based upon the diagnostic findings. One will be done with a scan tool, and the other will be done in more simple terms with carburetor, distributor, ignition, so on and so forth. And then, if we have time that day, we'll begin the repairs. At day 3, either we fix it or walk. We're going to try our best to get the repairs done. It just depends upon how extensive the repairs are. As we only have 90 minutes per class, that's only 4.5 hours in 3 days. It may or may not be doable even by a professional mechanic. So hopefully we'll get that done. If we don't, we will go to a question and answer at the end of the day and formulate our plan as to how to continue on with this project and have a realistic time frame. My school partners with Massey Toyota of San Diego. Each year, the head of the service department comes to shop class to speak to the students about how they can turn an applicable knowledge and skill that they've learned into a career path. Some career paths could include auto technician, service writer, parts counterman, and sales, just to name a few. One challenge that will definitely come up is making sure that all students participate equally on this project. Another challenge I can see is the chance that students might not be able to diagnose and repair the vehicle over the 3 days.